All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're doing things a little different. I've actually switched my overlays over to Stream Elements, so hopefully, my chair is stuck. Hopefully, those will work a little bit better. We won't have the same issue that we had on Friday, where OBS just suddenly decided to stop working correctly. So, yeah, so we're gonna jump in. We're gonna kick things off with continue quest. I need to go way the fuck over there. This in relation to. Why, thank you. That's very helpful. It looks like I gotta go this way. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we need to go over to Falgor. There. Why am I walking away from this? I think we could ride the Chocobo over to the fort. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna just try that. We're gonna hopefully that this will work and we don't having stream. The only explanation that I could find as to what the heck was going on, basically everything said that it's well, except for the stuff that said, oh, it's your network connection. Your network connection is what's causing you to drop frames. Not my network. Everything else said that it was probably an overlay issue where one or more of your overlays is causing the game to, or your the OBS to struggle with rendering each frame. So it was like either go through and try to figure out which one was, or do what I've been needing to do for a while and just drop Streamlabs entirely. So nothing on the screen now is from Streamlabs. It's just Stream Elements, except for Capamon, and I still have the sound element. For sound alerts set up. I do gotta fiddle with it some more because apparently Stream Elements uses their bot to put spam in my chat when I start, which is just not, like, why? Why is that something? Alright, now we go from here. That way. I don't know about Stream Elements. There's some things that I like better that Streamlabs does. I like Streamlabs on-screen chat better than Elements, because Elements really seems like they want you to put it in its own, to do that thing that you see some streamers do where they have like their game is shrunk down in the corner and then got a bunch of extra crap around the outside of it. Why? Okay, okay, this is where we need to be. So night should be just right over here. They don't really have a very good trans at. But if it fixes the stream rendering issues, There we go. A keeled overnight. Are you dead? Not I'm. Oh, it is. Oh yeah, we gotta do our daily dungeon too. Got here in a second. Hopefully we'll unlock some more dungeons. So it's not always doing the, we're not always having to do the same three. Wasn't for you, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Okay. Kind of funny. There's one. That wolf needs to eat. Okay. Found your guy. Let's say I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment. We are a proud people beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmeal. Right, because we were trying to find records about open. Wish they had indicated which doors would open a little bit better. Come and search the airship, highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Lodovox be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers out. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Formalt up above. In here. Okay, and then we go up. Up and up and up and up. We're up. How tall is this tower? Here's the guy that we need. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? For our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. Speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade. We are arbiters of Helon's will. Okay, so how about instead you go look for it, I'll wait downstairs, and then you just come tell me what you find. Will not put our nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion. Wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. You honor us with your presence. Lady was just leaving. She looks so short compared to them. You must be the one who rescued House Durnadair's knight from the heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Kothis 5 years ago, yes? Come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Korthus. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grip on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark while traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I feel like he's trying to give us advice, but I don't know what he's trying to say. Not aware that you aided the house. Thank you. Nevertheless, my decision stands. Can I give you what you seek? Again, you look, I wait. That way you don't need to tell me anything that isn't, like, classified or whatever. Hey, we leveled up. This one. You there. Cannot help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine is yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the I'm just going to say observatory, because that's basically what it is. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Yeah. Always with the running this way and running that way and running over here. Drop down out of here Dark Souls style. Lanterns. Oh, and let me... guys... Or, oh, and we're even adventurer in need. Commence. Let's see which dungeon we get. That's this one again. I've done this one nearly often. Ah. He's one of the little dragon. Shorter than I am. Timer doesn't start either until everybody finishes the cutscene, which is kind of nice. Okay, you're gonna have to stop moving if you want me to heal you. Over here with a gun. You know, I kind of wish that instead of not needing MP to cast with that free cure, I wish that it would give you instant cast. That would be much more. Because you don't, I get maybe it'll come up later, but you don't really roll through your mana all the time. Maybe it'll become an issue later on. Loot.
Feed.
I thought that was a pet for a second. Sometimes the best way to heal people is by making sure that there's nothing that can damage them. Nothing that can cause you harm, then I don't have to heal you. Logic. This guy fucking bombs at him.
Feed. Always with the greed.
Mostly, I don't really care. Once in a while, you get something cool out of a dungeon, but especially at low levels, you placing gear so fast that it really doesn't matter what you pick or what you get. Interrupted. Yeah, because the thing that I was attacking died. So, I guess that is an interruption. Frog thing. This is the one that's kind of annoying, because it'll put these bubbles around random people. Think you're supposed to just kill the bubble? Or we just wait till everything dies and... out heal all the damage that gets done. Which is not as hard as it sounds. At least right now. Again, like, I'm expecting things to ramp up in difficulty as we get further and further into... Oh, I see the capture's freaking out. Never did figure out a solution for that. That always when I have to itch too. Ah, I picked a good spot. Unable to receive all company seals. What? Oop. And I literally can't because everybody left. Oh, apparently if you leave before everything's done, you don't get to roll for stuff. Okay, we picked up some gear. Did we get anything? Ooh, we did. Ooh, looks pretty cool too. Like the frost breath effect. Okay, anyway. We need to go back for Donna. What? What? Why does it do this? Go there. Oh, okay. I don't know why it was telling me I needed to go back. I guess maybe because I was in a dungeon and it was taken. Anyway, let's go this way. and we'll go see if we can find this missing astrologian. Your caller is one I hunt. Bam. Oh, finished it. What's up, dude? What a relief to see someone other than a God's damned birdman. I thought I could finish my work while the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... You're not really hidden, dude. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. Man of House Gernadard cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day. Alright. Whatever. As long as he goes home, I guess it doesn't matter. Go back. And we go, sweet, we found your guy. Give me the... Well, that was pointless. I thought it would take me up there. Pumpkin cowboy. Are you riding a horse? No, you're on a motorcycle. Then you're not a very good cowboy. You're a pumpkin, though. I'll do that. Apparently, we can ride our bird in here. Or a cow. Ride a cow. That would. I would give you a cow. Alright, I found your dude. Arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you've already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatory's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portalain for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durnadar carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. If the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining the information from the other high houses. But why can't you just look? Jump! Ooh. Actually, I'm curious if you could die from that. I was told you can't die from fall damage unless you're actively in combat, but I don't know. Testing. We go here. See, again, I didn't know that door opened because they don't really mark them very well. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight. Now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. Only befitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? It sounds like you're trying to get more work out of me for free. Um, grab that. Just have it in case we decide we want a class that uses it. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. The robbery, then they carried off. Well, they carried off what they could carry. The rest of it they probably burned. At least you intend to perform only a cursory search. Bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear House Helenard, further improving the chances they will indulge your request for aid. So what you're actually wanting me to do is find the people that robbed your guy, murder them, and get their stuff back. Although I guess it's possible that everything could just be... Okay, wait. So if guy was going to Skyfire Locks, which is here, why was he way over here? I assume he was leaving. I guess unless he was coming out of the shroud. Stolen wares. Yeah, so they are just sitting here. Wow, I'll get attacked right there. There's a will be attacked here ring. Hooded assaulter. Stop trying to do AoE effect things on me. Why can I not use my spell? Thank you. Stop trying to use AoE effect things on me that force me to have to move. At least now you decided to do it when I was being spells. What does this look like? Huh. Kind of cool. I do kind of like the gear design in this game. It's much more subdued than World of Warcraft, but then again, everything is. But stuff actually has looks unique, which is a problem that like Elder Scrolls Online has. Stuff in ESO just they all look pretty much the same. Tidings to share, better yet, stolen merchandise to show. Indeed. Gods bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Ah, but wait. The chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. That's the personal property. Ow. Personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. A draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Frankel. Or they popped the box open, dropped it in, and then closed it again. Perhaps not so difficult to fathom. House Helenard is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halentard. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Again, it's probably a plant. Also, aren't these guys one of the types that you can play as? Instantly draws targeted party member to your side. Cannot be used outside of combat or when target is suffering from certain enfeeblement. Cool. What do you want? Come closer and listen well. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halentard for years prior to the calamity. I must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go. Yeah, so definitely planted. Okay. Boop. I am running out of space on my bars. Oh, it's up there. So this is less a town, a collection of buildings. I need to go. This map makes this zone look a lot bigger than it actually is. Not a very long distance, but places. Places, not places. Hello? Anybody home? Ah. Look as though you have something to say. Oh, we can use a bunch of different ones. Let's see what happens if he responds to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. What an odd thing to say. Did you perchance receive a blow to the head not long ago, or is this some queer southern jest? Alright, we'll use the right one. See, Sir Calorat has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Kothis since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late, as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. We're looking for an airship. Thank you. Missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harchfront of House Four Temps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Cool. I mean, I realize a lot of this is like you're supposed to be doing these side quests that are everywhere that I'm ignoring, but they take forever and they're boring. I ain't doing them. I mean, maybe later we'll do them, or we can always come back on other classes and do them. Little piggy things. Be having a Gobu problem. This one has a crystal thing. All right. Register me with the bird. bird to get back. And we're gonna go touch that. Oh, hey, you guys are here. Cool. I don't care. Apparently, because there's no markers. You are on a unicorn. Alright, now let's find Honk. Find where this guy is. Here. Yep. What up, dude? Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. Did walking across the table not give it away? You're come to pay your respects. Be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. I hope you don't mind my dog is on your desk. If there's any justice in the world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you require assistance. What might that be? Airship. So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Korthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to the events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Kartnu, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. Meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I'll see you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. I mean, if it's the Enterprise, then we're probably just got to stick around, and then Kirk will just make it appear. But I guess it depends on which Enterprise it is. Kirk's Enterprise, we might be in for a wait. If it's Archer's Enterprise, it'll show up eventually. If it's Picard's Enterprise, it should be here. Unless it's blown up. Let's see. Proposal for how you might participate in his investigation. In case. As you've doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in the search. However, that does not mean there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. They'll be sending missives to their various representatives, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nin of mine own House Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Corvalin of House Hallinard, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with Chief Astrologian of House Durandard yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Dismal. I'll contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three that I mentioned and return to me. For that, I'm standing on your table. Can't just be like, oh yeah, sure. Okay, so one of them's right here. Oh, for fuck's sake, this place is more complicated to navigate than a Dark Souls. Here we go. Hello, what's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Farcel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Hallinard have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. That's gossip. You're just the town gossip. Okay. South. So what the? That is a whale. You're flying a whale. Feral crocs on land. I guess if you tame them, you choose. Right? Because they're crocs. Ooh, a hole in the ground. Like, this is like one of my Minecraft builds, where there's just a random trapdoor in the ground. Grant me strength. Must be some way. Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Archufrat? I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Hallenhard into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. None of these people are going to be any help at all. I can help. And then Krabby down here is just going to tell me to fuck off again. Oh, no gear. Ooh. Oh, I gotta go all the way up this stupid ass tower again. Couldn't have at least installed an elevator. Hey, at least now I can conduct my experiment of trying to hit the ground. Busy since we last spoke. Lord Hasselhoff's missive was positively glowing. But if you think his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgarian policies, then you're sorely mistaken. We are at war, and the enemy grows bolder. Short time since Inquisitor Galaman arrived in Kothis, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the Guardian Society, which is blah blah blah. And this heretic obsession that you have is literally a witch hunt. Like, it is literally just a witch hunt. All right, let's. Huh. I guess you can't die from fall damage. Because that definitely should have killed me. All right, now we're going back there. But I'm going to. I'm going to use this button because it's faster. And because I'm late. Because I wanted. Alright, everybody was fucking useless. For that, I'm standing on your chair. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Korthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper, provide more pertinent information. Another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Farcel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and 3 knights were seen headed north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Duravian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. We journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Frasel's party requires assistance. He's probably trying to prove that he's not a traitor by going out and murdering as many traitors as he can hands on. Whatever helps. Like I said, witch hunt. That's cool. Yeah, when somebody starts a witch hunt, it doesn't matter that evidence to the contrary. Like facts and logic will not deter them from their from their path. The same thing arguing with morons. They don't care. Cool, I found an unfit knight. Supposed to do with you. Settled knight. Hey, there he is. What's up, dude? Get your ass kicked? The fiend is still here. Sure? Oh, hello. Let's. Are we actually killing this thing, or are we just driving it off? Looks like we're killing it because armored. It dead. Alright, come on, bud. We gotta go. Oh, now I gotta aid his knights. Okay. Right here. Found it all. How do we redeem House Hallandard if we cannot even slay a single Avis? You're fortunate you came along when you did, Miss. House Hallandard will remember your kindness. Yeah, just go back to dates or whatever it is. Instead of, like, do that thing. I really like having the regen. Nice. For the beast cries from over yonder, then Lord Farcel is safe. Bless you. Didn't sneeze. There's nothing wrong with you that a good stiff whiskey wouldn't fix. Curse those fiends. Though they knew we were coming, they probably planned all of this. Like, all of this was probably a plant. From the robbery where they didn't take anything all the way up to now and whatever comes after. I bet you he was supposed to die up here. Foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Hallandard that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We had been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be, but even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Sometimes that's all you can really do. I bet he doesn't have stronger wings. We can fly. But I guess they're mostly designed for running anyway. Oh, wait, couldn't you? You could fly on Chocobos in other games, couldn't you? Like, I seem to remember that, at least in 7? It was either 7 or 9, because there's only 2 that I've ever played. Unless it's just been like videos and stuff that I've seen. Oh jeez. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see, a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Farcel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reluctant. That's not the word, but that's what it means. to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Galamine has conducted his investigations. In any case, if you wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Farsell's name, and by association, yours. Excuse me, whatever the fuck you want. That's not going to do you any good. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Farsell's innocent is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. It's found in a locked chest labeled as property of Lord Farsell. The rosary was not his, and someone else with access must have planted it. 2. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He worked closely with the porters who ferry goods across Carthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Like, all of a sudden my sinuses are fogged up, and I very unpleasant. It's probably contributing to my tiredness as well. Oh, there's a telescope up on the road. And it isn't. It is an observatory, not an observable. Or fuck they call it. Is a sheep. That's even the name of the quest. Blah blah black sheep. All right. Oh, you. I need to talk to you. Tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look. I'm a House Hallinard man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith, but it wasn't them neither. Then your guess is as good as mine, or maybe it has something to do with the robbery. Every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it. Wait, inspected by who? Could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them, as if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Frost this morn. You might consider having a word with them. Definitely, what's his name? The Inquisitor guy. Who's going around finding heretics. Yeah, like I said, it's a witch hunt. It's Salem all over again. All you had to do to get rid of somebody that you didn't like was accuse them of witchcraft. And then it didn't matter what evidence came for or against it. They'd end up getting killed. Well, either they chuck them in a lake and be like, oh, well, she drowned, so she's not a witch. Sorry. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in shipments? Truly believe such nonsense? Search our parcels and see what you find. I don't believe you. I don't believe you guys have been doing it, but I believe somebody has. How much you want to bet we're going to find one and go? Yep, found one there. Found one there. We found two. We're finished, then I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the night at Whiteburn Frost concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would never have allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harsherfern, I will not be held accountable for that. Nope, but now we know exactly who put them in there, because it was dumb fuck who inspected in the first place. Yeah, your people are being framed. Something happened outside. I thought I heard shouting. More importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries in every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallontard's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hands. And praise Hallon that he did. Lord Farsene's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hallontard were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Barge. Tell her that House Four Temps asks, nay, demands, that Lord Farcel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been concluded. Like, literally right over here. I'm gonna just, like, shout it at? Oh, okay. I guess that's a little further away. Don't you just love when, like, they're just, like, across the room from each other? It's like, you guys could just have a, like, you wouldn't even need to raise your voice. You could just have a conversation. What is it? Lord would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillemine presides over Lord Farsene's trial at Witchdrop, even as we speak. There's the guy who's been fucking framing everybody. Fear not, if Lord Farcel is indeed innocent, we shall walk in Hallon's halls with the fallen. He shall walk in Hallon's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Yeah, this is one. It's a fucking witch trial. Like, literally, it's a witch trial. They're gonna, like, strap him to a rocket and be like, if he explodes, then he wasn't a witch. Taking him to Witchdrop, this is madness. Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. Yeah, and they even named the place Witchdrop. Will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillemine in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Farcel alive. Murder? Time for murder? Suppose I shouldn't be so murder happy. Doing what? Is it time for murder? Although, again, as a healer, I could just sit there and heal the fucker. Like, they're trying to kill him, and I'm just like, heal. 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 I want you to die. I'm healing him. As you can see, Lord Farcel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Yes. It is time for murder. Stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Duravians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the Ishgard. Right there. There's one of the enemies of Ishgard. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Hallon's Hall, while the wicked shall reveal their draconian forms and be put to the sword. Oh, it's... Okay. Jump off of it. If you're actually one of these dragons, then you'll sprout wings and fly away. If you're not, then you go splat on the floor. In the name of House Four Temps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Hardafront. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Farcel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been concluded. Long sentence. Lord Harsfont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed. But that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. There's nothing legal about what you're doing. At all. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Getting pointed at? That's not really very dangerous. Must hold them until Lord Harsfont arrives. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. Fuck you, I'm gonna kill the fucker. Oh, he's not even a target. Your shield bears no sigil. I serve a hour of power. Look, look, Lord Heart's Defense has come. Yeah, these guys don't even, like, the whole, I serve a higher power. Are you literally just roaring at people? Get him and me. I like how he's just standing here. Guess he's done. Oh, a wyvern, but there were no reports of graving activity. Yet. Call upon your allies to save you? Yeah, these are your allies. You're the one I call. Stop using AoE shit on me. Oh. Now, apparently we're not meant to kill the wyvern. Stop shooting at me. Put the AoEs on me. Not put the AoEs on me. Christ. There, now I don't have to worry about you. Not attack the invulnerable wyvern. This guy who serves a harder power. Please stop using the AoEs on me. attack the invulnerable wyvern. Will not be forgotten. Oh, look. Oh, look! Yeah, and then the wyvern fucks off. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hallandard. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. Fevered imaginings of a desperate man, what proof have you of this? By the fury of Draconian Rosary, then the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. Heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights, this has grave implications. Oh, you. Your claims would appear to have merit. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Farcel pending further investigation. You need to clean your own house before you start accusing other people. First, you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Kothis. Locate your errant airship and use it. Yeah. Get us out of here so we quit messing up all of his plans at removing his political rivals. I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. Would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hallandard. This is a mighty impressive feather he's got. Praise Hallon, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Your level is no longer synced. Yeah, they just wanted him to jump off of here. Jump. If you live, then you're evil and we have to murder you. If you die, then whoops, we made a mistake. So sorry, but now you get to go to the good place. The itchies. Alright, sup, man. Pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Farcel would surely have died defending the honor of his house. And I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Hallandard shall never forget your service. Now let's return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Sid. I thought that's a decomposed. I was like, what? How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Farcel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Kothis several days before the calamity. Well, it just so happens I was monitoring the night sky at the observatory during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. The Lord Hardenfest is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I've done my part. I shall pray for your success. Side of a dungeon. Of thought. Last located the Enterprise. I believe in congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durantard. I'll write you a letter to Lord Drillmont of White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest you request Lord Farcel do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys. May Hallown guide you. Sure. Why not? There's White Brim down. So we gotta go back down there. Talk to the kid again. Then we gotta come back up here. Like, I swear 90% of these MMOs is just go here, go here, go here, go here, go here. Need these. Of course, now that I take them off there, I probably will need it again. Alright. Hey, what's up, dude? Airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Halantard. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravian horde caught us unaware. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durantard instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillmount. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Halantard have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us and towards you now. Well, alright, I'm adventurer, so I'm pretty much used to everybody trying to kill me. In fact, I would consider it a boring day were not at least 3 attempts made on my life. As an adventurer, a bus driver. Not good. That. Oh, Exel Stronghold. Okay. Huh. That was special. Can we just go this way, or do I need to, like... I need to go to the building. I guess that makes sense. It's supposed to be like a guard outpost. Would you up the... Not a very good guard post. There's literally no wall right here. Any random jerk could just walk right in. Go that way. Getting into higher level areas too. I'm starting to see level 39 stuff. Visibility here is not the greatest. Oh, either my changes to my overlays worked, or OBS has decided to behave itself today. Desire an audience with Lord Drillmont, do you? Ha, I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. I mean, what's stopping you? I like the wind effects. We have here letters from Lord Harsefront and Francel. Is it a likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Would you lose your lord? Timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmont's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. Well, fortunately, we also need to go to the Stone Vigil. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort them. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albos. Yes, Sir Albos can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Whatever. Let me wander around your base. Get around. Storeroom. I'm guessing this is the storeroom. Hello. Did you speak with me? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you he is mistaken. He was just foisting me off on someone else. Hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I, however, he always has a moment to spare for head Churgan Eston. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Why not? How do I get upstairs? Go upstairs. Sure, upstairs is where I need to go. Ah, upstairs. Now they're downstairs. Hello? Haven't given your 100 milligrams of Motrin yet? Here we go. What? You guys are just like following me around. Here to visit a patient. What is this? Letters of introduction. Documents such as these. You needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gordonax. He should know Lord Drillmont's current whereabouts. Just like they're trying as hard as they can to just not be helpful. Why are you here? I guess they're supposed to be traveling with something. Wait, I know you from Discord. Alright, another big ass tall tower? No, not nearly as big ass. Reason do you have for barging into... It's a public building. I see well you're in luck. Lord Drillmont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. Best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Sup, dude? Wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with skeleton to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Good or bad? We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillmont. You know our name and you know our deeds. Yeah, I also got Tweedledee and Tweedledum that come. We are come to Corthus to slay Garduda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Cid Non Garland, who stands before you now. Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honey words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. You're going to accuse us of being heretics, aren't you? This critical moment in Ishgardian history as House Durandar marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil. Who should appear in White Brim front but three mysterious strangers? Cid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and two Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandar would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. If you're a Council Inquisitor, for a moment, I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You know, the fact that he's up here telling you not to let us in should be all the evidence that you need to let us in, because dude's full of shit. We will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. I mean, stop me. Could be moons before Harsterantar purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. Not afford to wait that long. Must do whatever it takes to earn trust. What do you... I mean, I don't know what you want me to do, because nothing... It's a witch hunt. Literally nothing will prove good enough. Who am I supposed to talk to? Downstairs? Ah. Responsible for the commotion upstairs. Word travels fast in Whiterun front. Gather you still wish to change Lord Drillmont's mind. There's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here. It's that he listens to and respects the opinion of those under his command. Went over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls a decent fare for a change. The last few shipments contained no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Wouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you've mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Daffin Pass? Take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Key item on a target. There are two ways to do so. The first by right-clicking the enemy's target bar and selecting use item from the sub-command. Second method is to first target an enemy, then click the key item icon found in the duty list. Oh. Let's go slay a spotted mud puppy. Again, it's like, can't really stop me going in there. Place is wide open. I've already wandered in once. Probably one of these dungeons. I would be very surprised if the actual push to get the Enterprise isn't inside of a dungeon. That's like, that's what dungeons are for stuff like that. I don't care about the stupid fates. Danafin Pass. Another fate. Ravenous mud puppy emerges from the depths. All right, we're... Okay, well... Aha. God, it takes forever to use the stupid thing. Like, every time that I go to use it, it's like, interrupted, 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 interrupted. There, Jesus Christ. using AoE attacks on you. I guess I could have used this. Jesus fuck. Alright, it's dead. Now we leave. And now we leave. Whoa, what the? Oh, that's another fucking fate. Or it's the same one, probably. Alright, here you go. Here's meat. Didn't work, did it? Thought it was an idiotic idea. Mind me, never wander near Mud Puppy's spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila! Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. Actually, if you know what you're doing, steak cooks really quickly. You have a hot skittle already. As long as you're not trying to burn it. So, don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with steak, it will be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. I mean, at least dude knows his price and is upfront about it. Or is honest about it. I'll receive at least a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. That fresh cooked steak. Helen's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Yeah, if you haven't had meat in a while, just any of it can just be... It's like the biggest thing with vegans and vegetarians. Nothing against that. If that's what you have chosen to do, more power to you, but I can't understand it. Like, how can you not? I've had times where I've been on a vegan or vegetarian diet, not by choice. It's just like, anyway, ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. Here, eat this with your fingers. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Darlantard must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. And you guys are fucked. You get nothing. Yeah, like that guy gets... And those guys get nothing. I guess the idea is it's... spread out, but I don't know. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale. But I've forgotten the hardworking Churdigans at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking this steak to Synoda? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients as she's neglected to attend to her own. Why not? Apparently now I'm awake. Oh, upstairs. I mean, Quartermaster would probably appreciate a steak too, but... Hello? Huh? Where is person that wants food? Is this one of those things where the NPC just hasn't spawned in yet? Or am I just not seeing where I need to go? Aha! There we go. Beg your pardon, busy attending. Be with you in a moment. Won't take but a second. That, come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Why, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. I mean, don't neglect your patient. Yeah. Those with sandwiches are good because you can. Oh, Sid has a quest for me now. Might I have a word with you? Concerns the Churgians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned they lack sufficient emblics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles from. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperature of chemical mixtures, there's a way to alter their properties so they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. Must sound ridiculous to you. Possible, even. Somehow I know it will work. Sure. Whatever. Want me to go kill ice things? I can do that. Ice thing. I really wish I had like a fire spell or something. Cause I feel air and earth, ice creature. I don't know. Whatever. It's what I have. Probably a different class that gets like this fire. The fire stuff. The name of this quest is The Best Inventions. That probably means that it's going to go badly. We're going to get declared heretics for daring to use technology proved or whatever. Some kind of bullshit. Getting very close to level 50 too. Dodge the blizzard. Rogue is another class in D&D that I've never played. Actually, I haven't played very many of the actual base classes. Like fighter and sorcerer. Well, played a sorcerer. Or I have a sorcerer right now. I've been playing. I've played a cleric. I've never played a barbarian. I played a monk for a little bit. I played a druid for a bit. Obtain the cores. Here you go. Take them before they melt. An amazing device, but is it truly an emblic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure of what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it would be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could, the lives we could. So, I wonder. Worthy, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts, wondrous and strange, for generosity comes at a. Yep, here comes bad guy. Earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. We've told you what we want. Want the airship. That's it. There's no hidden motive. We just want the airship. But that's the problem with dealing with people like this, is like when they're so used to existing with, you know, plans within schemes and secondary objectives and things, they can't ever take somebody at face value. If you just say, like, we want the airship, they don't believe you, because they would never just go somewhere and be like, hey, here's one thing that I want that you can very easily get to for me, or allow me to get myself. It just doesn't process for them. So they're, yeah. Anyway, my ranting aside. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptations proffered by these unbelievers. Can I just kill him? Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Farcel's trial? Yes. It is precisely because we interrupted the trial. Because he is trying to murder people and get away with it. And he has been up until... guess who showed up? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can persuade Lord Drillmont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillemane that we are not an enemy. Or get him to attack us so we can just murder his ass and be done with it. How might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Carthus. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whitebrim. Bet you they're all going to be like, he's a dick. We don't like him. Share your findings with Alfred in the square. Sure, you can formulate a strategy. Wait. Talk to people in here? Not talk to people. I mean, there's somebody in here, but they're probably... Aha! Right here. You. Yes, of course I know him. Not seen him since the day he came. Memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and all had the ill fortune being assigned to the Night's Watch. The Stronghold's step, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in darkness, black as pitch. Route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught a sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I awoke, it was days later in this very bed, where I had lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillemane rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, and I have hoped one day repay his kindness. He's an imposter. He's an imposter. He's because apparently the dragon... Well, there's somebody else in here that I talked to. Apparently the dragon people can do a can shapeshift or use illusions or something. Here, but I can't. Whatever. Oh, it might be the. But apparently they can do some kind of shapeshifting. So if one of them is masquerading as the Inquisitor. Have the foggish of whom you speak, unbeliever. We learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. He's either... So yeah, the individual that we have found is either actively not the Inquisitor, you know, he's a Skrull, or he's a turncoat. Watchful gaze. Unprecedented number of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. Say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly righteous protect us. Without not sleeping is not healthy. I'm gonna guess he's a Skrull, because that seems like the kind of thing they would do. Hey, Cookie. Decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiter of Helloween's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect, which means that they are the perfect person. They are the perfect person to masquerade as, because you're not allowed to question them. Like, you're not allowed to question them. They're the perfect ones to take, to replace. As you've yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate, so buy a coat. Realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? To come as no surprise, he's held in high regard. Even so, I'm beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us. Let's more closely review the testimonials you obtained. Mayhap they'll provide insight into investigations. I think he's a Skrull, which, if you're not familiar, they are a race of shape-shifting aliens common in the Marvel Universe and were the cause of one version of the Secret Wars. They've appeared in the MCU. Captain Marvel is where they showed up. But then they've been in a couple of other movies. Something troubles me about that Wounded Knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness he saw outside the eastern gate. Yes, but the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whiterun Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, south. It cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. He was flying. Assuming Sir the Knight is not misremembering the Inquisitor's behavior, that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light. Or it will get us attacked and I can finally kill something and put an end to this mess. Yeah, so this is the western gate, and that's... Oh. There's a big-ass dead dragon down here. The air begins to crackle with... and I'm very, very hurt because I jumped off of a cliff. And I'm fine. Lava Reed. They're so nice. Was I saying it earlier? Like, I wanted to heal over time? And then they gave me a heal over time. And I shall... Alright, what's in the snow mound? Is it the actual Inquisitor? It is! It's a corpse! Well, we definitely gotta bring that back. How do I get out of here? Found a dead dragon and a dead Inquisitor. Yeah. So yeah, the guy that we're currently dealing with, a fraud. Oh, what? Go up. He's a Skrull. Like, he's absolutely some kind of replicant or replacement, whatever kind of fiction or fantasy you. Yeah, he'd. Which was the way that he came. Yeah. Found a corpse. Found something, didn't you? Don't keep me waiting. Let's see it. Given the contents of this, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillemine. Newly come to Kothis and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity or why he has decided to oppose us. Must proceed quickly before he learns his deception has been discovered. I bet you if we show up and just be like, hey, he's a fraud and we have proof, he'll be like, roar, and try to kill us. Lord Drillmont has already turned against us. I fear this alone will not serve to convince him of our claims, but what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? If dude tried to kill him. The cook did say the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight would provide testimony that supports our claim. Maybe that's the only way to do it. Confront Sir Joliant with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he might find it difficult to cope with a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. And get the fuck out of here. Because this place sucks. Too much politics. Too many politics. Not enough explosions. Visitor's an imposter? Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. Paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury, you would have me believe that is all a lie? Think about it. He is the perfect person to replace. Because if you replace him, nobody's going to question it. Certain that your story is true, then go speak with Sir Perdella. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I would never speak against the man who saved my life. He's not a man. Oh, this is the chick who's on storeroom duty. Oh, no, it's you. Okay. Do not know you. Move along, trouble me no more. I will cause all sorts of trouble until you guys let me leave. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. Oh, okay. We can doubt. Okay. Push X to doubt. Shakes her finger. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Joliant gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. But what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Joliant and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Joliant to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim Frost, Inquisitor Guillemine was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations, countless men and women of good moral standing, seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillmont, wanted to put an end to the madness. Then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing. Until Lord Farsell was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Hallandhard, thus exonerating Lord Farsell and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Forgive me for not acting sooner. You can make it up by telling what's his name about this. Or we can just go find the chest and steal it. That'll work too. It'll either get him to attack us, or it'll ruin his plans for framing more people. Box. It's even got one sitting on top. I have found evidence. Oh, we gotta here. Oh, then we gotta go all the way up. Ugh. At least we don't have to go all the way up the tower. A little annoying. Open. All right, you. Stop being so cranky. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you 3 access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Again, there's nothing stopping us from just going there. It's just open. But to that extent, here's something you should look at. There would be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal encyclita? Here, take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends. For that I deeply apologize. I'll permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. It would be my pleasure to murder the fuck out of him. Not actually that good. Let's grab that. Just we decide we want to one of those classes. Leveled up. All right. We go murder. Christ damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravian allies. I'm told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength. Together, let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Murder. Is where the fuck down there? Oh, it's in a dungeon, of course. Hey, we get to unlock another dungeon though. We'll do that. So probably we're gonna unlock this and then run it. And then that'll be it for me for today, as that'll actually be over my time for today. But I want to complete something. So yeah, we'll run a little long today. Extra innings, as would say. That is a crevasse that we get across. How do we get? Other. Aha! Here we go. Wait, isn't that? Oh, I came that way. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to run. Stuff that fine, we can go a little over. Huh. To have you with us. When he arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we'll need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Or is it not a dungeon? Right next to a dungeon. Need tremble so the righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace. Only the wicked. Why must I die by all that is holy? I swear to you, I've never questioned the teachings. Because he is an ass. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Guilliman and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Yep, there he goes. Grave allegations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? Or no, Lord Drillmont, my conscience is quite clear, I assure. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence? Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Dromont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravian fang and claw.
Ew.
For the heretic, no mercy must pay for the innocent blood he has spilled.
Innocent swine. Ignorant swine.
I mean, he's definitely gonna summon something, right? Because he's got the book, like the guy. Yeah, there we go. Oh, shit. I didn't notice that guy over there was taking some damage. Would you stop with the evil eye? You see, you and your allies are no match for the might of Ishgard. Wrong you are. I have been blessed with power far beyond your ken. Yep, now he's a big old dragon thing. Reborn. Stand your ground, it's but an illusion. Feel like an illusion. Dragon stands before you, yet you do not flee. You are not a dragon. You are a fucking wyvern at best. What the? God damn. Hey, this time we can actually do damage to it, though. Click on the goddamn knight. Ah, don't kill me. Can we kill the wyvern, please? Okay, I guess this isn't going to be a dungeon unlock, because I would have expected him to run away by now if he was going to. Maybe. Thing is, you cannot defeat me. Christ. You stop summoning shit and just... There we go. Oh, and he's back to being person. Landsline Ruin Heretic, choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. Your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, White Brim front shall fall. Okay, well, if it's my death that is contingent, then we're fine. Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves naught better. Must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in guardian affairs of state. Maybe if you people were a little bit more helpful and a little bit less up your own asses, we wouldn't have this problem. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you to our midst. It is past time you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Visit me at Whiteburn Front and bring your associates. I mean, it's not really reunited because I've never seen the thing before, but I know what you... Can I just... Because why would I? Why would you give a fast travel point to that place? Alright, let's get out of here. Yeah, I thought it was going to unlock a dungeon for us. Would have been nice. But it did not, so we'll go turn this quest in and then we're going to call thing for today. Very close to level 50. Can you see? Yeah, I can see the level 49. I mean, just a smidge of experience, but this will be another good chunk right here, and then we'll get some more as we keep going. I'll try and remember to get in to log in tomorrow. There's no stream tomorrow, but I'll try to remember to get on and do the daily. False Inquisitor has been slain. Bloodshed, overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments. I would ask you not revel in your victory just yet. Celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Yeah, once we're actually standing on the airship, then we'll... Alright. Past time we enter the vigil, pay Lord Drillmont a visit, remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow unknown. And that... I said, shall happen Wednesday, because that is going to be it for me for today. So, thank you to everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me. Appreciate it. Hope that you enjoy watching the streams. I know I am enjoying the game. It's a very interesting story. The side quests leave a little bit to be desired, which is kind of the opposite of problem that Blizzard had, or not Blizzard. Blizzard has other issues. Bethesda has kind of the opposite problem, right? Where the main quest is kind of meh, but the side quests are just incredibly interesting. They need to like get the two of them to work together. We need Bethesda's side quests and Square Enix's main quest, right? Like that would be, you wouldn't know what to do. There'd be so much amazing content. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I always appreciate that. Next stream should be Wednesday, normal time. And I think that's about it. So I look forward to seeing you then. Have yourselves a wonderful next couple of days. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And remember, whatever you do, don't you dare go hollow.